Hello, everybody. Welcome to Phases of Life Inspiration and Entertainment. My name is Terza Andrews. I wanted to just drop by today and say thank you to everyone for helping me get to over 100 subscribers. I look forward to making it to the next level. Please take a moment to share and subscribe. Comment and hit the notification bell for my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. I just wanted to pop on also just to say that a lot of times we don't reflect on who we are as an individual. I've been told a lot of things from when I was young, and I briefly just got off a Zoom conference with 6 and 7 figure earners in the industry that I'm in and that's connected to the platform that I'm on. And I just wanted to say that it really made me take a look at myself. I know if you haven't seen the video I have made about, who is Terza Andrews. And one of the things I wanted to say was that I'm very shy when it comes to talking about myself. And so I was listening to what they were saying about how they were looking at themselves. This is my takeaway from that meeting, was that one of the ladies was talking about she had big ears and how people would uh, talk about her ears or whatever. And so she tried to hide them behind her hair. And so one day she just took her ears out, and one of her friends said, "You have some big ears." Well, everybody has something that they don't like about their bodies, right? And so she said that she had to learn to accept herself for who she is. Well, the opposite for me, growing up, I was told that I was a pretty one. I was told that I was, the most popular one. I was told some great things, but I never put myself in that position to receive that. I always, set myself in the background. And when somebody would call me beautiful, I would say, "You're just as beautiful as I am." Or, "You're pretty, you're just as pretty as I am." I would never take it in because that's not how I see myself. I see myself as just a woman, and I try to take care of myself the best way that I can. And in the webinar, still had a tear on my face. Excuse me. Where the lady was explaining to everyone about how she felt about herself, and I was like, "Oh my God!" I mean, I was the total opposite. But I still felt like, there were so many women that were so much prettier than I was, so much more intelligent than I was. I know I wasn't the bottom of the barrel, but I wasn't the best either. And so I was feeling kind of bad about myself. And, even though I appreciate the compliments and stuff that you all give me, and still to this day, people give me compliments about the way I look, I'm not stuck on the way that I look. It's more important to me. And some of you, if you read The Power of Being Woman, you'll know how I think concerning that, because my beauty is within. I pray that the words that I speak will be more beautiful to you than what I speak out of my mouth, because no matter what you look like on the outside, what matters most is what comes out of your mouth. And so that's I guess I would say, the thing that I live by all of my life, because there was a time when I had a nasty attitude and I didn't think I was so pretty then. There were times when I was selfish and I didn't think I was pretty then. You know what I'm saying? And so hopefully this video will give you the opportunity to take a look at yourself. One thing I know that has been consistent in my life, and that's love. I am love. We read in the Bible that God is love and that we're made after his likeness, after his kind. So that's what I hold on to. I hold on to the fact that I try to live my life like God, to be righteous, to be able to be that person that helps the less fortunate, to help the widow, to help the children, And that's been my whole thing, just to be able to be a light in the midst of the darkness of this world. So as you view my videos and you get to know me even the more, I want you to think about the fact that, regardless of what Sister Teresa looks like, that she is love and that she exudes love every single day. And so when there are times when people are not going to understand you, they're not going to have a clear picture of who you are without actually spending time with you. But that's okay. You just be who you are and learn to accept yourself for who you are, and don't worry about anything else. Okay? Know that you're the key to someone else's blessing, and that as you live this life, you be the best person that you can be. Let your success be predicated upon the work that you do in this life, because that's what's going to count in the end. Again, thank you so much for listening. I just wanted to put that out there that as you get to know me, think about the things that you would want somebody to remember you by. And this is what I want to be remembered by, that I am love and that I've done everything that I can to stick to my word. For my single women, The Power of Being Woman is the book that taught me in the middle of the night, when I would get up in the middle of the night to write that book. It taught me the value of being woman, the power of being woman. And so if you're looking to get to know yourself better, that's something that you can read. That's one of my books on Amazon.com that you can read, and it talks about your power as a woman and our responsibility as being women. The 10 Commandments of Marriage. As a wife, I've had the experience of being married 3 times, not because this guy, I never forget, he told me, "Why are you single with 3 kids? What's wrong with you?" And he made me feel like something was wrong with me. One of my exes said that nobody's going to want you with 3 children. You understand? So whenever you go through this life and all of your experiences, there's always going to be something or somebody to try to make you feel lesser than. And we hold on to those things. And so, even when we listen to the good, we don't believe it or hear the good, we don't really take it to heart because of something else that make us, like I was saying, I would withdraw from all the good that people were saying, because I believe beauty is only skin deep. Excuse me, beauty is only skin deep. You got to begin to look at the inside of a person. Don't just look at what they look like on the outside. You can be fly, you can have hair, you can have beautiful nails, you can dress to the nines, you could, all of that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't make you a beautiful person, you know. And so when I wrote the book, The 10 Commandments of Marriage, it was the power of being woman that prepared me for marriage the right way. Okay? You're the key to someone else's blessing. All of these books you can get from Amazon.com. When I wrote the book, You Are the Key to Someone Else's Blessing, what happened was, this lady by the name of Miss Betty told me that there were people waiting on me. And so I'm here now. So everybody that's been waiting for me to help them to figure out what it is that you're supposed to do in your life, to find out what your divine purpose is, to begin to write those things down. That book will help you with that. You Are the Key to Someone Else's Blessing on Amazon.com by Teresa Steele Simmons, I think it's under that name. But if you ask, if you look it up, 9 times out of 10, they're going to bring up all the books that I've written under Amazon.com. These books I'm most proud of because it helped develop me into the woman that I am today. You're the key to someone else's blessing. The power of being a woman. Don't be afraid to stand alone. It's not necessarily about just your singleness, but in your singleness, you have to realize that you're already married. You're married to God, okay? And it's a story in the book about me dealing with the issue of being married to God. How can I be married to God? You know what I'm saying? I can't hold his hand, and I can't, you know what I'm saying? But it's an internal thing. And so dealing with celibacy is in the book. A lot of women don't want to do without, sexual intercourse. And so you have to make sure that whatever you do, you prepare yourself for the next dimension of your life. I wanted to be married. I desired to be married, but I decided to put that in the back part of my mind and prepare myself to be the wife. Okay. And when you prepare yourself to be the wife, you develop yourself. All of that is inside the book. Self-development, knowing who you are as an individual, loving yourself before you know someone else can love you. It's in the book, The Power of Being a Woman. Don't be afraid to stand alone. When I wrote the 10 Commandments of Marriage, I talk about marriage from a biblical standpoint. A lot of people don't believe in the Bible, the actual words of the Bible. They say that they do, but they don't, because in the Bible he puts everything in order according to divine order, which is God, man, woman, and then children. And a lot of times women that marry somebody that's not the father of the children, they're not going to put that man before the children, but the word of God says that the husband is the head of the wife. And then a lot of women don't want to deal with that because, you know, she's making the money and he's struggling or whatever. And so she look at herself as the head of the house. Not necessarily. So that's something that you need to take a look at. The power of being the 10 Commandments of marriage and the royal law. And what the Bible says concerning marriage and a relationship. And as a single woman for 23 years and going into marriage, what I had to learn was I had to give up my independence. Okay, I had to learn how to allow my husband to rule over me. Okay, and that was hard. I had to give up some of my responsibility as the wife, as a single woman, and turn it over to the wife, turn it over to the husband, and just be the wife. This, let me say that again. Certain things that I was doing as a single woman, an independent single woman, I had to relinquish this responsibility as a single woman and turn it over to the husband once I became a wife. And so it's not easy to do that. And so when you say that you're a Christian and that you believe God and you want certain things to be a certain way, well, you have to do the things according to what the Word of God says that you have to do them. And because I prepared myself through the writing of the book, The Power of Being Woman, I prepared myself for the responsibilities of being a wife, the Proverbs 31 woman. So all of this is stemmed from the fact that I listened to Dr. Stan, Sister Amanda talk about, as 6 and 7 figure earners, how they think, the mentality of a person, how you have to change your mindset in order to go to the next dimension of your life, and what you think about yourself. And this, I went through the 21-day breakthrough with Dr. Stan, and because I am an inspirational person, I listen to Les Brown, I listen to Miles Monroe, I listen to Norman Vincent Peale, I listen to Napoleon Hill, I listen to The Secret. All of those things I listened to, and so I was prepared when I went to the 21-day breakthrough. And so after the breakthrough, in this meeting, I realized I have to look at myself and tell myself, what do you think about you? And I realized that I am loved because I can love on anybody no matter what level they are. I believe that I represent love every single day. I'm able to look beyond the faults of somebody and be able to see their need. I'm able to accept people just the way they are and not project what my idea of what I think. I can give them my opinion, but I allow them to live their lives, right? And when you have children, that's hard because you're going to forever as a parent give your opinion. But in the end, I realize that my children are going to be exactly who they're supposed to be. They have to go through the struggles of life to determine that. My friends and my friendships, I talk about that in The Power of Being a Woman, how, sometimes you can be friends with somebody and they have a level of expectation in that friendship, whether it's with a woman or with a man. There's a certain level of expectation and that comes with relationships. Being your authentic self and all of those things. So I appreciate you all giving me the opportunity to vamp and to share with you that whenever you're getting to know Sister Terza, to think about what I've said, and hopefully you'll be able to see the love and the compassion that I have for all mankind. Um, I said that I hated talking about myself, but I realized today that in order for people to get to know, like, and trust me, I have to reveal my weaknesses as well as my strength. My strength is in the Lord, but I have the energy and the tenacity to be able to talk to people on a level, to encourage them. I'm good at that. I'm good at encouraging people. I'm good at seeing the good in people. I'm good at put my hands to the plow. I'm good at assisting people and serving people. That's what I'm good at. And what the things that I'm not so good at, like talking about myself, I'm learning to embrace the idea that I have to learn how to share parts of myself that I would normally keep secret. So God bless you all so much. Thank you so much for joining me here on Phases of Life, Inspiration and Entertainment. My name is Terza Andrews. Have yourselves an amazing day. Make sure that you go out today and you share love with a stranger. And even if it's somebody drops something and you pick it up, that's showing love and compassion for people. If you're in a home and your dad or your mom is sitting on the couch and you go to them and say, "Would you like for me to fix you a glass of water or something?" Just showing love and compassion. Is there anything I can do for you? And so, thank you so much for walking, for watching, yeah, and walking with me. Okay, in a spiritual sense, I can say thank you so much for walking with me through this journey. Um, Thank you for being a part of Phases of Life, Inspiration Entertainment, Phases of Life International Ministries, and a part of my sister hood, Strengthen Honor Women. I thank you so much for being a part of that group on Facebook. I'll put some links in the description. If you decide that you want to be a part of a home-based business venture that I'm doing right now with the 6 and 7 figure earners, y'all, my life has truly changed, and I thank God for the opportunity to link up with people who are really doing well on this online space. I never did online business before, and so now things are changing for me, and I just want to be a blessing to people. One of the things that I said that I desired to do was to create businesses for other people. And now I'm in a position to do just that. So remember that whatever you speak out of your mouth, it shall come to pass. It shall come to pass because we're sowing seeds, and wherever it lands, it's going to blossom, okay? And sometimes things take a long time to happen, but it will happen. Though it tarry, you shall reap if you faint not. Remember, you're the key to someone else's blessing. My name is Terza Andrews, and it's been my pleasure. Have a good night, and we'll look forward to speaking to you another time. Bye-bye.